everybody. Gang and I are headed to work this morning. Got the Boondogs normal. Callahan's back there, and got Piper. I typically film about a quarter of the jobs we do, and the job we're doing today is for Taylor's parents. So, if you will, the in-laws' house. I wasn't going to film it, but I thought maybe they would enjoy seeing this job get completed. An oak tree uprooted and split in their front yard. Landed pretty much on their front door. So I dropped the track chipper off last night and the 080. So we're going to try and get that thing cleaned up. I think it's at least 1 day's work. Maybe it's going to roll over into 2 days, but we'll see. Headed there now. It's weird taking Callahan to work. That's the first time. He stays at Granny's house during the day anyway.
So this house was built sometime in the 70s, and judging by the rough count of the growth rings on the tree once we finished the job, things sprouted up about the same time. Now this is, I wouldn't consider it a heritage oak, but it was definite shade tree, I'll give it that much. But it uprooted, split right in the middle there. Part of it did go on the house, part of it went opposite the house. I got some photos of it all snow covered. You can't really tell, but figured I'd show the before and after photos backwards so you can have an understanding what actually went down. But Taylor's old man went out there with a chainsaw and cut it off so they could get out the front door, but we'll get her cleaned up. Now, I've made several featured videos illustrating what kind of grapple we run on the 080 here, but I'll go ahead and mention it right now. Bought it off of eBay. It is Iowa Farm Supply or something or other. They're the ones who sold it, and it is an ICM brand. It seems to be a fairly good grapple. It's held up 3,000 hours on this machine. We made the U-joint coupler ourselves, and we put a stopper on it so that it can't swing the grapple all the way towards the operator and squish the hoses. That was just purely to protect the hoses, but it also acts as a good stopper so I can take the grapple and turn it vertical, because you notice it's a dingo grapple. Normally you'd have to kind of do a little lasso, fling it to get it to go vertical, and then it's obviously going to fall back down with gravity. Since we got that stopper on it, I can almost heel the grapple up, hold it in position, grab pieces out of the top of this tree while Haas runs a bull saw on it. It's a very good system how it worked out. And you notice the windshield's a little dirty? Yeah. Had to go back to the plexi. The glass one decided to shatter the other day. That'll piss a guy off.
The blackbird inside your chest that calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly out of the darkness and into the light, higher and higher out of sight. The whisper inside your heart tells you let go. Time to leave the past. You did what you knew. Slow down and rest. You've been through a war. No one can hurt you anymore. Behind closed eyes, memories unfold. Hidden secrets.
The first time I think daylight's actually hit this ground in the last however old that dang tree is. But that's the big dogger. It was hanging on the tree that we're gonna leave that has a real nasty link to it as well. Clean up the tip of that. But this thing is just suspended in the air. Thought it was being held up by that guy. Cut the tip off, did all that, cut that off there. Had a kickstand. Still, just hanging there.
Water's running out on the ground. Working? I don't know why your audio works for me, but mine doesn't.
Well, that pile is about a quarter the size now. I used the excavator and scooped it out over there. That's the stuff that comes out the bottom of the feed wheels right here. The old trapdoor thing been removed. I don't know why they'd even have a door on it. That thing would fill up within like 3 minutes. But I went ahead and used the old brush rake. Literally just take a wad of brush and comb it over. Just a little bit of junk down there from doing that comb over job, but sure looks nice now. Be weird to see actually grass grow right in the middle here. Here's a fire hydrant that we didn't want to take out down there at the bottom. Hoss hauled the bigger stuff home because it's easier to manage with that down there at his place with the equipment. And he told Taylor's dad that she can come, or he can come pick it up after he splits it up and all that stuff for him. Don't do that for every customer, but left all the little stuff here. He can cut that with a chainsaw, and might let him use the little lickety splitter. Sounds like Hoss is just now showing up, but I'm gonna go ahead and pitch all this stuff over the chip pile. Just broadcasted it over there, keep the weeds down. They don't use that for nothing up there, but turning out pretty good. Got the dogs inside. I'm gonna let them out so they can run around now that we're idle down. Well, I dropped all this stuff off last night. Managed to still go back to the job and grab the third machine, haul it back to the house. Was able to squeeze this job down to 1 day. So we're headed to the next one tomorrow. Swung through tonight, and I don't know, it's dark 30. Grab the 080, drop that off. That way, if Hoss needs to move something in the morning before I get the chipper down there, he'll have that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I gotta hit some buttons here. I got a couple hardcore drinks. Oh, this is probably one of the handier things about the hydraulic dove. Just stay in the machine and hit the button to lift the ramp up. Steering wheel's tight. Oh, I don't even know if you guys can tell how steep that is. It's kind of steep, so I backed up about 100 feet. Get the trailer on a downhill slope, so taking off, save on the clutch. This is just keep it in first gear all the way to the top hill. You could get cocky, try to slam second, get more speed, but right around this corner, a tree fell on the road during this last storm, and they cut out just enough of it you could fit a car and a quarter through. So it's a one car kind of a thing. Anybody question your truck's power or any of that stuff by you wanting to take it in a low gear? Yeah, screw that. It's nice and simple. Take it in the gear that you think the truck can handle the hill in comfortably. Sure, you might be able to take it in the next gear up, bog the engine down a little bit, but let's just say you do have to stop. You need to drop to one of those lower gears on a hill. It gets real sporty on your drivetrain real quick. Your U-joints like to say, nope, I don't know how steep this is right here, but it's pretty steep. It's spinning the tires a little bit. So here's that tree that they cut down. Well, there's a tree they cut up. There's one more dog one up. Put it this way, the hill's steep enough I put it in four-wheel drive. High school gal, sorry. it was doing enough burnout. Anyway, see ya.
This was the next morning on the way to the next job. I thought this was a Prius. I had to pull over
From
and
the
check
road,
it
that
out.
looked like a Prius. What the heck is that? The Heisenberg car? The Pontiac. Funny how Mother Nature will just put you back in the ground real quick. Yeah, that's pretty flat. Think you're getting ahead of the storm by parking down so you can get to the road, but Mother Nature just squishes you down. War zone all over the place. Down, 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 down. Hell, there's 20 trees down right in this area.
All right, so you guys already saw this clip in the intro. I just wanted to use it for, I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I wasn't going to make a future video on this little segment, even though it probably could have had one. But to the left is a rather fancy house, and it is actually the neighbor's house. Well, this digger pine is leaning right over it, and after that big old last snowstorm, they viewed this one as a hazard tree, and I don't blame them. It is a pretty nasty tree. I do not like digger pines whatsoever, especially big ones that lean over houses and power lines and stuff like that. So this is our buddy Terry, actually is neighbors to this guy. He came through and hung out with us. He's the one who's got his fingers all over the camera right now, so if it wasn't for him, we would have missed his shot when we filmed any of it. But thanks for Terry for stopping by to hang out and kick it with us. I think he actually got us this job. We're going to do one area over here that you're looking at, cleaned up a bunch of storm damage stuff, 1 day's worth, including this tree, and then we're going to go over to the neighbors that was in jeopardy of this tree falling on it. That'll be our next day. You can see I cut that little goat trail straight down to where V-Belt's down there working on that thing. Now he set both pole lines in this thing. He climbed up that, set them both, was working on some other stuff, but I have the 20,000 pound pole rope hooked to the track chipper, tightened it all the way up, pretty tight, and then a little bit more, and then hooked the 40K to the boom of the excavator. And I pulled on that thing about all the reach of the boom, so at least 15 feet worth in order to pull that thing up straight and then over center so we get it to fall up the hill. But everything worked nice and safe, and it's nice. The customers just said, you know what to do, go get it. That's always a comfort. But anyway, thanks to everybody. Comment below, tell Terry thanks for filming, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there.